Hi, how are you? This is Lee, and I'm going to do a video where I talk about the upcoming Kiss Cruise Landlocked in Vegas event, which I am not going to. And the reason why I'm not going to it is various reasons. First reason, I saw Kiss back in 1979, and usually if it's a big name group I like to see them once, and not that I'm against seeing a group more than once, but paying for them, I prefer to only see them once, and I saw them once. Second, it's out of state. I don't live close to Vegas, and I have some relatives who live in Nevada, and if I were to go to Nevada, I would probably go to visit them, but I've never done that, so the chances of that happening are very rare. And also, the group Kiss is past their prime, and the cheapest price is $999, a dollar short of 1,000. So let's say approximately $1,000. Okay. Why are people going to this? First, if they have that kind of money, they want to go so then they could let other people know that they went there. It's them saying, we have the kind of money to go to a place like that. And if they live out of state, it's also their way of bragging, saying that they also have the ability to travel there. So what do they do when they get there? They go there in order to meet up with other Kiss fans and to hear Kiss. Well, Kiss is no longer in their most energetic and interesting capacity. They are now more like close to what a blues band would be like on a regular night in a nightclub, and the band only knows 10 songs that they can play good enough, but they never improvise or do anything other than the basic songs that they learned. Except in this case, they're charging a lot of money for the tickets. The highest price level is more than $4,000. That's for the hotel. So, well, no, the hotel thing is why it's close to 1,000. The 4,000 is more for being able to check out the band on their sound check. All right, why would I want to watch their sound check if they're going to only be doing songs and I can't really have a conversation with them? And when they do the songs, they might play them with a little more oomph than when they're on stage, but it's mainly, they're not going to be doing too much more than what they'll be doing on stage for the crowd. And you might as well see that type of band in a nightclub and meet them after. And some places don't even have ticket prices. They're just, you go there and it's good to buy a couple of drinks. Maybe if they serve food, buy a small appetizer. That might be about 20, maybe $30. Much less than 1,000. And if there's a bunch of other people that you know that are into music, you could all go there. But if it's about Kiss and talking about the group Kiss, there's different places that have buildings that are for rent if you want to host the thing happening. There's some places that hardly get anyone, renting it. They'd love to have some people come over and rent the building for a few hours and talk about whatever. It's almost like as if you're going to see your family at a family reunion and the only thing you'll talk about is the new comb you bought, while some people in the background keep yelling loud and you're trying to hear what your conversation partner is saying and you can't because they're yelling. But in this case, it's not yelling, it's playing music, and it's the group Kiss. So it's pretty much you're going there in order to meet other Kiss fans, and the group Kiss will be in the way by doing their mediocre music, and you're paying a lot of money for it when you could be going somewhere else and meeting them without having the band involved and paying a lot less money for it. So that's pretty much it. So the people who say that they can do this, it's like going to a fancy restaurant and ordering an expensive meal when the chefs are no longer at their prime and they're no longer serving all of the stuff that they used to serve, and the stuff they are serving isn't as flavorful, and you've been there before. So yeah, good for you if you want to go to this. I'm certainly not.